Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. So, I watched the Dave Ramsey video the other day. If you don't know who Dave Ramsey is, you need to go look him up. He's a money guru who has failed multiple times, and now he's a multimillionaire who finally figured it out. He filed bankruptcy. I know of once or twice, maybe 3 times. But go watch him. And he says that the top 3 waste of money is a new car, eating out, and vacations. So, I would agree. I would 100% agree. I would never buy a new car. I don't care how much money I got in the bank. Not doing it. I mean, I would love to, but I'm not going to. The nicest truck I own is a 2007. And currently, the transmission is broken and it's going to cost me $9,000 to get it fixed. My daily driver is a 99 Silver Dodge, 5-speed, flatbed, short cab, 4-wheel drive. Love it. Don't care what you say. That's my silver baby. Okay. Anyway, so here are my daily eating habits, and I'm currently getting ready for a boxing match, so I've had to cut my eating habits by a lot. Now I still do tree work every day. I still tote saws and do all that, but these are just a couple things that somebody could do if you're looking to save money. That's the point. Okay, you want to save money? That's what you do. Now, these are mine. They may not be yours, but I agree with these, and these taste great. Fair warning, I love pepper. I'm a pepper guy. I want all the pepper on everything. Okay? So, normal breakfast. We'll just start with that. Is 2 pieces of toast, butter beans with a whole lot of pepper. There's frozen butter beans right there. So that turns into that. And generally, I will get cream corn in this as well. I don't have it in this one because we're out of cream corn right now. My wife needs to fix that. Okay. Next thing, if I eat lunch, it's going to be 2 heavy meat sandwiches. Turkey, ham. Okay, piece of cheese on bottom, piece of cheese on top. All the pepper. Okay, yeah, I like the end pieces. I'm not wasting bread. There you go. So yeah, whatever, turkey, ham. There you go. Now, dinner. My absolute favorite meal for dinner is deer tacos. Absolute favorite meal for dinner is like cheesy deer tacos. So deer meat and tortillas. Here's the thing about deer meat. Deer meat is super lean. If you naturally harvest the deer, it has no GMOs. It has no growth hormones. It has no artificially something put into its body. It's a natural deer, that's been grass fed its entire life. And as long as it doesn't have CWD or anything like that, that's chronic wasting disease for anybody who doesn't know. Which you can tell a deer that has that versus doesn't have that. So I deer hunt, but if I don't have time or I don't need a deer, I'll call 2 or 3 of my buddies and say, hey man, you get a buck, you get a doe, keep the tenderloin, give the rest of it to me. Give front shoulders, ribs, neck meat, back straps, all that. Like, I'll pay to get it processed. I'll come pick it up, whatever you need. Because they just want to put it down, keep the tenderloin, and their freezers are already full, so they kill 2, 3, 4 deers a year, sometimes more-ish. 19, 20, whatever. I didn't say that. Okay, so I'm like, hey, bro, let me know. I'll bring a cooler. We'll skin it, gut it, come pick it up, and then it cost me about 80 cents a pound to $1 a pound to get it processed, depending on what I want. But, I mean, you just Google the price of ground beef, and a good steak, or even a Swiss steak is like $3 a pound. So I'm getting deer meat for less than a third of that. And that is a renewable resource. If you don't agree with that, then you need to crawl out from under whatever stump you've been living in. I've hit more deer than I've shot. And I love deer meat. So, yeah. And honestly, after it's processed, it's about 75 to 90 cents a pound. And a big buck, like a good sized buck, you're going to get like 100, 120 pounds of meat off of one deer. If it's processed right, you'll get it. So that deer will cost you like $90 to $100. So yeah, and it's also a much leaner, cleaner meat, because animals are much smarter than humans. I'll prove my point. Humans smoke cigarettes. Take any cigarette, walk over to any animal, they will walk away from it. Take any plug of tobacco or dip of snuff, throw it out of your mouth, throw it on the ground. Your dog will not walk over there and eat it. It's bad for you. They can smell it and they know it's bad. So when you harvest a wild deer, they will not eat what's harmful to them. Unlike humans, which most people go to Burger King, Sonic, Subway, not Subway, but yeah, Burger King, Sonic, McDonald's. Oh my God. I love Wendy's, but I gotta throw them under the bus as well. So yeah, Side note, I haven't had fast food in about 2 years. The last actual fast food that I had was Chick-fil-A, and the last McDonald's that I had was during Hurricane Ida in Florida. And the only reason why I had it is because I was hungry, and McDonald's was the only stupid thing that was open. And I got one of their cheeseburgers, and I remembered immediately why I didn't eat McDonald's. Okay. Pause. Unpause. Okay, so 2 more things. The butter beans and the cream corn, pretty much all the vegetables that me and my wife get, we get from local farmers that we know. And they may be a little bit more expensive than what you can buy in Walmart. But here's the thing. I know what those folks put into their vegetables. I know what they put into their garden. I can drive by their house and see what they're doing. I can walk out there and inspect their garden if I want to. Okay? I know exactly where it came from and who they are. I love chicken. I love chicken legs. Love chicken thighs, chicken quarters, chicken breast. I love shredded chicken. Love every kind of chicken you can give me. Guess what? I got chickens. Is it cheaper than going and buying the processed chickens? Absolutely not. Okay? But I know exactly what I gave these chickens all year. Generally about January, I will harvest 8 or 9 chickens. We get the eggs throughout the year. And then in the springtime, I will buy a new batch of chicks. And, then continue to feed them throughout the year, bulk them up. And then back in May, I'm sorry, not May, but, like February, April, somewhere in that neighborhood, I'm going to put them back in the freezer. So, last bit, and I'm going to end this video. This is what I absolutely love. 2 reasons. I'm getting older. My metabolism has slowed down a lot. I currently weigh about 180. I've got to cut back to 169 for my fight to give me a little pound grace period. This is a really big meal for me. These 2 sandwiches plus that toast that I have in the microwave. Also, next thing, if you want a snack, dill pickles, whole, out of the jar. Finger foods. It's extremely hydrating because pickle juice 100% will hydrate you. Now, it is very bad for your teeth, but very hydrating. The 2 things I do not eat, sugar and chips and sodas. None of these. Absolutely not. None of those. Okay? These are my foods over here. And hold up. So, I'm going to start out with this right here. I'm going to see how my stomach likes it. if I'm still hungry after this, a big thing that I figured out is eat slow. Let your body tell you what you need to know. Your body will tell you what you need to know, okay? So, what I'm saying is, I'm going to be slow. I'm going to start out with this. So, this is butter beans, 2 pieces of toast. I'm going to eat this extremely slow. Then, if I'm still hungry, I'm going to go to one of these. I'm going to eat it extremely slow, and I'm going to kind of snack on this in the middle. This is like my fries with my burger. You know, so fries, burger. This is the appetizer right here. Okay. Also, extremely slow. It will probably take me an hour to figure out where I'm at. If my body says, no, I'm done after this, then this goes back in the fridge and I'm eating it for leftovers. If my body says, no, I want some more, then I'll start taking a couple bites out of this. But for some reason, as Americans, we have to be completionists. If there's 2 sandwiches on this plate, then we just got to get both of them. No, absolutely not. If I get to right here in this sandwich, like right here, and my body says I'm done, I will leave that bite and that whole sandwich and all the rest of it on that plate. That'll be tomorrow's meal. Biggest thing. Eat slow. And when your tummy says, I'm good, hey, push away. Get a to-go box. Or if you're at home, put it up in a Ziploc bag, wrap it up, put it back in the fridge, and say, hey, I'll have that for breakfast. As Americans, for some reason, like, leftovers are a bad thing, which they're not. Leftovers are an absolute amazing thing, and honestly, leftovers is what will save this country. How many years have you heard Americans waste so much food? I will go ahead and tell you, as far as me and my house, we don't waste any food. I will eat leftovers for an entire week, okay? And then, when they get too old for me, I will feed them to the dog. If the dog don't want them, I'm going to feed them to the chickens. If the chickens don't want them, I'm going to feed them to the goats. Then if the goats don't want them, I'm going to feed them to the worms in the backyard so the chickens can eat the worms after they eat the leftovers that nobody else wanted. 0% of our food goes in the trash can. Somebody on my property will eat it. Guaranteed. All right. Hey, love y'all. I'm eating my lunch. I got to go climb a tree. Maybe. I might do it in the morning. I don't know. I really hate going up in trees after lunch. I'd rather just go up in trees first thing in the morning. Because I know once I go up there, I'm staying there until I'm done. And I'm not coming down until it's absolutely finished. That's just how I am. Even when I do a crane job, my crane guy already knows I'm not taking a lunch break. If he wants a lunch break, he better grab himself a snack in between picks. Because once I go up, I'm not coming down. So, anyway. Alright, hey, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. That's another dive into my personal life. And, yeah. Harvest your local resources. much healthier, much more beneficial, much more better for the environment. Anyway, love y'all. Jesus loves you. Deuces, homies.